Hey everybody, thanks for coming. It's a real great joy to be following in the wake of Maker. They were kind of the project that helped me start my career in 2017. And it's really grateful to be here, see some familiar faces. So has anybody seen 2001 A Space Odyssey? Raise your hand if you have. Sweet. I actually haven't seen it, by the way, despite my Psychonaut shirt, but I heard there's this epic scene in the movie where a bizarre alien artifact appears out of nowhere and kicks off the evolution of humans from apes. Now, the goal of my talk is to bring a humane filter to DeFi, because I know we're all yearning for some virtue, not just Andre. Virtues are the monolithic pillars of social order and family, the qualities we look for in any partner, for our money, for our biggest values. So we're all looking for that one unquestionable order above the law, sought out at any cost, that defines our quest for immortality, whether that's our history or our legacy or our net worth, however you want to define that. To each his own philosopher's stone. And for self-preservation and love, we all go to extremes. Some of us become memes. So what is there to love about making internet money dance, for me at least? It sounds like going on a date with your imaginary best friend, but only way better. Imagine they're the only one you get to see for real when you die, hopefully in a less horrible way than they did. This power of imagination is indeed the eighth wonder of the world, I think, because it's what keeps a lot of people going while their loved ones rest in peace. And when they say home isn't a place, it's a person, that's home for a lot of people. Luke 15, I'll give you a little peep, tatted on my chest, is about a son who returns home. Wow, what the hell does this have to do with DeFi, dude? We're about Get Rich or Die Trying. But do you remember what happened at the end of that movie, if you saw it, Get Rich or Die Trying? So at the end of it, 50 said the whole time he was trying to look for his dad, he was actually trying to find himself. When people ask me what quid is, they immediately think British pound or quid pro quo. For me, it's who thee is, who I am, and it's like my time in DeFi and my pro quo is for that, and for my entire history. Dictionary.com actually says that quid is a quantity of tobacco that you can chew on but shouldn't swallow, and tobacco is my last name, in Ukrainian Tiutiun. So my pound of flesh for kind of being in the industry and for coming home is this last smart contract that I'll ever write in Rust. Now, before I tell you kind of the why of why I did this, because I want to save the best part for the end, I'm going to say, oh, dirty mirror on the wall, what for did I sacrifice it all? Right after I tell you a bit about the how. I promise this boring part will make you feel better if you read between the lines, and if I did a good job, you'll leave the talk with a sense of extraordinary wonder for ordinary DeFi primitives. So, how it all works reminds me of this famous Da Vinci device on the left called the aerial screw. It has this kind of ingenious circular design that lets friction from the air, which would otherwise be lost to waste, to actually get harnessed and let the device slide through the wind like a dandelion seed. So there's a GF holding up 3 pools as they copulate in the air, forming a floating risk marketplace. The solvency pool hosts market makers for a risk budget that feeds the live pool, made up of borrowers that are risk market takers. The market is insured such that individual liquidations won't cascade into liquidating the whole protocol, keeping its dollar peg stable. Liquidated collateral and an equivalent value of debt flows from the live pool into the dead pool, where clearing happens when someone wants to swap crypto for quid or quid for crypto. So I love the dead pool because it's constantly dying and reviving itself like the Ryan Reynolds character. So spot traders will always redeem the sins of liquidated borrowers, whether they owe stablecoins or crypto. Any debt above the value of collateral flows to the guarantee fund, which constantly grows by taking an 11th of all premiums and swap fees and using that as liquidity provision. So shards of the dead pool gradually get absorbed into the live pool, into the solvency pool, as users update their positions and netting themselves this green delta to their P&L, giving red to the green, lioness the GF. So the solvency pool is purple because you get that color from mixing red and blue. representing how all three pools are related in this structure. There's a floating solvency target of how backed it should be, above 150 or below 150. If you're a depositor, you get to vote. Medianize or aggregates everybody's votes into a live target, scales pricing up or down. I totally don't have the notes for this slide, but I'm going to try to recall them by memory. Just give me a sec. So there was this famous Audi commercial. I don't know if it was the Super Bowl or what, but they basically commended all of their kind of predecessors. So, the notes are here. I'm just going to read them from here if you don't mind. So that's the symbol of our stablecoin called Quid. It distills several crypto vehicles into a single protocol, like Apple did with their monolithic M1 chip. And that removes liquidity silos between trading, lending, and options. And it also is paving the way of most resistance but least risk for me to finding myself. That's how I close the loop on kind of the why this is being done. It's my soul searching and my kind of art project, my NFT, and I'm building a ziggurat for my dad, basically, who died from chain smoking cigarettes. It's all kind of not funny, but I make it into a joke because it's jokes that sells, even though we're not really a joke. The protocol is literally a personification with an on-chain code of conduct, so integrity is the linchpin. So integration is the central theme. I mentioned the Audi commercial. It commends the kind of character traits of its biggest competitors by saying how it integrates them. So by bridging one piece into the next in my kind of career, which started with cloning Maker on EOS, and then starting the first EOS stablecoin, and then working for Bancor, and then Liquidity and Near, every piece kind of built on into the next one. Covered all of this. So the last thing I'm going to say, still got plenty of time, so I'm just going to take it. Sure. So hate it or love it, daddy, my peg won't drop, and I'm going grind normies until my heart stop, and I ain't going nowhere, so now you can get to know me. But this is the last stop for our serpentine road of tobacco woes. It goes 0 to 100 real quid, near backed quid, half a mil a day, sold at a discount, dollars, cents, coupons, load a clip, 22222 is Terminator music, my last name if you stutter, and once in a lifetime timestamp. So click the .com link for countdown till I'll be back for your tether at the .io link. Thanks for listening.